Younger than baguettes, hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day.
All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We got this. First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow. Shut that. Motion. Check. Shift. Wide.
From the 41, Mahomes. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Touchdown, Titans. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Go. Check 3. No.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56. Mike. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Mahomes going to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And some room to run now. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Saquon Barkley. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
This is Hines. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. There he goes left side. And he will have a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Hines. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
3 down. 7, let's go. Mike, 56, right there.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Yellow.
So don't say nothing.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Hey, 57, yellow.
Hayward. Go ahead, baby. Go.
Here we go, finish the game.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
You got tight. Alert. You got tight right there. Off. 58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 59.
Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
57 colors.
Watch the pass. Kill. Turn up. 22 jet bomber. Out.
15.
56.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Attack!
Watch the whip.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it again with Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Reset. Repeat.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the block, motion, block. Watch twist. Hey, watch edge.
Here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here comes Pettis on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Titans on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Hey, 43, 15.
Charlie. Hey, let's get that first.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Forced out to his left. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Flush to his right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 29, Watson over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, 31.
58, come on. Hustle. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. And 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic. Coming.
On 3rd down, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Two times.
Now a handoff looking right. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So on fourth down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind, they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a third and very long. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
25. Attack. Yellow.
Exit.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why I ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing now is Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
Motion. Bravo. Check. Alert.
Here we go on fourth. Watson, now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Yellow! Are the blue lady?
You. Slam.
I don't need to.
Check 6 guard.
Here we go. Like that.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news.